Thanks for joining everyone. I'm Coach Raj from 𝐲𝐶, a free global platform of English. We are here to discuss about the healing power of mindfulness. It's very interesting. We all know how to overcome when we face any stress or we face any problem. If you like these videos, don't forget to give your support and please subscribe, watch, share, like. If you have any queries or doubts, give your reflections or your queries in the chat section where you found in the channel itself. And today we have a great personality from USA. She is Coach Lara Mae Jones. She is a mindful master. And we feel very happy to be with her today. And here we are going to learn many things about what is mindfulness and what's the importance of mindfulness in our day-to-day life. Would you please introduce yourself?
Yes, I'd be happy to. Hi, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here. Happy Monday. What a way for me to start my day. It's Monday morning for me. Happy evening for you. I hope you're settling in. I really appreciate you being here. As he said, I'm a mindfulness master. I'm also a notary public, a retired paralegal, and a recent author. And I was able to do all these things because of mindfulness. And I started studying mindfulness in 2012. And I live it, and it has changed everything in my life. And I'm so happy to be here to share this with you. So with that being said, I'll give it back to you. Thank you.
Yes, sounds great. Thank you, ma'am. And my next formal question, similar question. And you have been traveling for a few months with 𝐲𝐶, and we met you few more sessions in our live sessions through Zoom application, and we feel very happy if we listen a few words about 𝐲𝐶. Would you please?
I'd be happy to speak on 𝐲𝐶. I love 𝐲𝐶. I know 𝐲𝐶 started in January, and I came on globally in February. And I discovered you through a friend that I met from Pakistan. And I love this platform because you are educating people and you have the best people doing it. It is a wonderful place to learn. And I can't believe it's free. It's such a benefit. Everyone here has passion and unity, and that's what we need. And let's see, what else can I tell you about 𝐲𝐶? I've been dropping in. I had to get over my fear, step out of my comfort zone, but it's such an honor to be here. And I just appreciate everything about 𝐲𝐶.
Yes, very happy to listen from you these kind of very kind words. Yeah. So thanks for your love towards 𝐲𝐶. We are so delighted. Yes. Thank you. Yes. If you permit, we'll start our podcast. Shall we? Thank you, ma'am. And my first question is, what is mindfulness and what is the importance of mindfulness in our day-to-day life?
Mindfulness is paying attention on purpose in the present moment, non-judgmentally with your senses. So, it's a way of being, and the way of being is to be present, because if you're in the present moment, you're not thinking about the past. Because if we think about the past, we tend to get depressed and things like that. If we're thinking too much into the future, we tend to get anxious. By staying present, it's so important because You can focus on everything one at a time. We were not made to multitask, but our life now requires we multitask. We were meant to focus on one thing at a time. Like if you are eating, you are focused on eating. You're not thinking about your presentation or anything. You are focusing on the experience of the moment. And you observe with your open heart, non-judgmentally, the taste, the smell, the texture, and you learn to appreciate everything. And living a life gratefully with gratitude takes away so much pain in your life. It gets rid of so much baggage. And when you're living presently, not stuck in the past, not fearing the future, it gives you so much space to just be, because we are human beings and we need to be, not just human doers. We do too much and don't get to be enough. So mindfulness is a way of being. It is not a technique. And the beauty of it is it's free and we all have it. It's awareness. And we weren't taught anything about our awareness. We weren't taught how to cope. We were taught what to think, but not how to think. And it is just a wonderful way. It sounds complicated, but it isn't. You can learn slowly. You don't have to do a lot of things, small steps, and practice, practice, practice. That's what it is.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, great definition you have given for mindfulness, and it's important. And my next question is, and if I follow, if somebody else follow, if we all follow the same practice, mindfulness, what kind of benefits we get from that?
Well, there are 100 benefits to living mindfully. It's so important to live mindfully. It's a way of self-love. It's a gift to everyone in your life because you're present in your conversations. You're paying attention, listening deeply, and it improves everything. And it helps you be very creative. It helps your intellect. I can't believe how much it has just changed everything in my life. I had a complete paradigm shift from living very negative for over 50 years to transforming my entire mind just by being mindful. I didn't have to go to therapy or doctors or pay a lot of money. It's something we have. We just haven't been taught how to use it. And that's what I want to share with people, is how to do it.
Yes. Thank you. And see here, and after listening, I would like to ask one more, the same interesting question. And many people, we know what is meditation and use of meditation. But this is very trendy word, mindfulness. And from your experiences, if I ask this question, what is the difference between meditation and mindfulness? Or both same? Or is there any disparity between these two? So if we would show the changes or the differences, so how we can say? So a meditation means we do some physical exercises by spending loneliness or concentrating our breath, our mind on that physical exercises. But we know meditation is very important, but this is very strange. So what is the difference between these two, meditation and mindfulness?
I would say the difference is mindfulness is a way of being, a way of living, where meditation is something you actually do with intention. So meditation is an intention. You actually intend to do a meditation where mindfulness is you are just staying present as much as you can in the present moment. And it just take, like I said, practice. There are many ways of meditations in mindfulness, if you different ways of choosing, like there's a walking meditation, body scan meditation, focusing on your breath meditation, which I would say is the most important thing, is learning to focus on your breath, because you always have it with you everywhere you go. And as long as you have that breath, you're still here, and there's hope for anything, because all things are possible as long as you have that breath. And when you go down into your breath, which is in your inner source, and focus on that and be with yourself, you receive clarity on your goals and that type of thing. So meditation is very important. Meditation is something I think everyone needs, some quiet me time. It is in the pause of your meditation, in the silence, that you receive the most healing and the most clarity. And so that's what we ultimately want to do, is be able to connect with our inner source and our higher power.
So it means there is a slight difference between meditation and mindfulness, but there are much similarities too, I think so. Am I right? Yes. Yes. My next very interesting question: how this mindfulness helps to grow, to become as a leader, as well as how these mindfulness practices help us to reach our goal. So do really those exercises help us to? Please.
Yes, absolutely. Because even if you only get to practice mindfulness 3 times a day, maybe you're in the shower. When you're in the shower, be in the shower. Think about everything happening in the shower. Don't be thinking about what's going. Be present in the shower. That's what, 10 minutes. If you stay present, that's a practice. And the more you do that, you actually build the frontal lobe of your brain. Our brain is a muscle, just like our heart. And just like we take care of our body, we need to take care of our mind by exercising that muscle. And it's proven to build that muscle, which gets into the plasticity, and we learn to be more resilient. And the way that it helps us achieve goals and be a leader, or it's because it just clears so much space by getting rid of all those thoughts, because you learn to live non-judgmentally, which is probably the biggest part that enables one to be a leader, because you don't live with judgment. You learn not to fear. You live without fear of being judged. And if you can learn to just that one, to dance in the rain, to be yourself as if nobody was watching, it just really helps you grow, reach goals. You have to learn to love yourself, be kind to yourself. That is probably so important. We need to learn to be kind to ourselves and love ourselves so that we can give our best to others.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Very interesting. Next. And what kind of mindful exercises would you suggest to do on daily basis? So easy one and very useful.
I would say, like I said, to be present, like when you're walking, try to pay attention to nature with your senses. Observe the leaves, the feel of the ground beneath your feet, and focus on how many senses you can observe with an open heart instead of thinking all the time. Just observe things and be grateful every day. That's the most important thing to start, is to practice being present and in every moment, moment to moment, because all we ever have is now. Yes, the last moments are gone and tomorrow's not here yet. All we ever have is now. So in the now, we can love and be kind to each other and become united so that we can all learn to be mindful, so that it eases all the suffering and fear. And it helps you step out of your comfort zone and grow. And it helps you to learn not to think that you have a limit, because we are limitless. So I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, see, for example, if I am in any trouble, right now I'm facing a hurdle and I don't know how I want to get rid of it. But how this kind of mindfulness will help in that situation to get rid of it. So what that particular X, Y, or Z, or for example, Ram Babu want to behave with the help of mindfulness to come out from that particular miserable junctures or situations.
Okay. With that, I would probably say, first of all, with a hurdle or an obstacle in your life, you have to kind of observe everything about it. Number one, you want to know what the facts are and not your thoughts, because our thoughts are not facts. They're just thoughts or judgments. And we have all learned, we're all judgmental. It's just the way it's been. But learning not to judge is very important. And so you do a pros and cons based upon the facts. And from there, you make your decision on what is the next right thing. Don't go think too far. Just think, okay, this is the facts. This is how I feel. And make your decision when you're calm, when you're still, not from an emotional mind, but from your wise mind. You do not want to make decisions when you're emotional, because then we are impulsive, we make the wrong decision. So that's why it's important, first of all, with an obstacle, to pause. Just put everything on pause. And then just sit and be quiet and breathe down into your diaphragm, all the way down, and just be, and try not to think. It's okay to think, don't push your thoughts away, but if you just be still, your clarity, your intellect will come to you. And sometimes it takes patience and things like that, but the best way is to do a pros and cons.
Thank you. And one more question. Do we really can control our emotions like anger or short-temperedness if we follow mindfulness? So can we keep all these emotions in control by applying these mindfulness exercises, by following this practice? Really?
No one's perfect, but you can learn to get through everything with mindfulness skills. You learn how to cope. You learn how to be kind, to forgive others. That's huge, to forgive others, no matter what they've done to you, because it's a gift to ourselves. There's ways to solve every problem. Now there's things that we always will have to work on individually. You have to build mastery at the skills. And I probably learned like 200 skills. I really did. But yes, you can live in inner peace and joy. I never knew that before learning mindfulness, but I can honestly say I live a life of inner peace, embracing and enjoying every moment. No matter what happens, I'm still grateful to be here because, you know, we're going to go through hard times and stuff, but things change just like waves in the ocean. Everything comes and goes, and we just live gratefully, mindfully, and keep doing the next right thing.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Before wrapping up this podcast, I would like to ask a final question. And this question belongs to you. See, how do you start your day? Because you are a well experienced coach, and also, and even the society or the people call you as mindful master. So, how do you start your day by applying this mindfulness? And please share your experiences.
I start my day by, I'm up early. I'm up before the sunrise. So I love to watch the sun come up. I'm quiet. I don't do anything. I just, I have coffee. I just sit, connect with my higher power, and just kind of think, what are we doing today? What can I do today? Guide me today. And I just observe everything and relax and get ready. I'm grateful for another day. I look around and all that and start preparing for the day to be productive and do what's needed and do what I enjoy doing. I've changed everything from the way I used to live. I spent most of my years very depressed, like untreatable depression. I had therapy and medications for 30 years. 30. You're not even 30.
Yeah.
And that's a long time. Well, at the end of 30 years, something's wrong with this picture because I ended up on life support. And while on life support, I had a spiritual near-death experience. And when I woke up, I realized I needed to create a life worth living, and I needed to love myself. And that's how I started living mindfully. It's really going to change our future. We need to teach everyone and the children.
Yeah, very good. Thank you, ma'am. Really, you have given fantabulous answers. I hope definitely these responses will help the people, and especially mindfulness is very good practice if you want to get instant relief if you face any problems. So thanks for your beautiful or experienced answers. If it is possible, definitely we'll meet again with one more interesting topic. Thanks for spending your precious time and valuable time. Thank you and goodbye.